So this week, there's a few things to do. The very first thing that you'll see is to download Decoding Learning. It's a text that we'll use for the first couple weeks of the class. So it's going to download. Now last week I asked you to open Mendeley. So here's Mendeley. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add that Decoding Learning text. Okay. And so now you've loaded it. Now obviously I have a bunch of stuff in here because this is exactly what I used for my my master's thesis a couple years ago. So I've had a lot of sources in here. And then what's going to happen is this: is when you double click on the text, you can go through, and as you like certain pieces, you can highlight. And what it's able to do, okay, so that's it. I can also put notes on certain sections. Okay. So as you go through and read, when I'm saying like chapters 1 and 2, I'm asking that you'll highlight or put notes on those sections. And then what you can do is you can go here, and this is what I'll ask you to do every week, is you'll take a couple chapters and go export PDF with annotations, and you can just do the article. Okay. And then now, only the notes were exported, and this is what you'll turn in onto Moodle. So let me just find it really quick. So there it is. That's all of my highlights and my notes. It's a great little thing. This is my all-time favorite PDF study tool. Whether you're doing research papers or even just reading something like this, it's great because it has everything you need to find it again. It's all on the computer. Because Mendeley is an online service, it syncs with any computer that you install it to, including your phones. And then again, I just love how it just takes all of your important notes and you can just print that out and you can have a ready-made study guide from any book or anything that you're reading online. Okay, so that's chapter 1 and 2. You're going to read chapters 1 and 2 of Decoding Learning and turn that in. And then there's a couple articles to read about web literacy. What I've done since summer is shorter. Normally we'd have a whole week on kind of web literacy and digital privacy. So I've just taken those assignments and kind of spread them throughout the course to kind of save a week. There's a note about the flipped classroom I'd like you to kind of take a look at, and we'll talk about that on different parts of the class, what that is. And then the main thing is your Google lesson plan. So again, I've changed it in that we're not making an entire lesson plan, just a lesson element. What I mean by that is I'm going to download this element example here on Google Earth. What I'm looking for is that you can create something that would be used in a classroom setting to help your kids explore. It can be something like this. It can be even like a Google form like I did with you guys on the before class started. I made a Google form, collected information to help me better frame the class. If you want to make a Google Doc that be collaboratively worked on and just show me that you would make a Google Doc, maybe you could make a screencast showing how you would share it with your students, or if you have access to Google Classroom, you'd show how to set that up. Anything that's using a Google tool that you would then use to, again, engage students more. And all you need is the actual element itself, unless you want to write an actual description of what you would do, which might be easier for some things. Like for Google Earth here, it's really easy. I can open this, and then I can see that what this person had done is they made a tour in Google Earth, and there's a video showing you how to do that. If it was me, I would have made like a voiceover for it, but they were just planning on kind of doing the voiceover as this was happening in class, and that's totally fine too. So, you know, they're talking about the Sierra Nevada mountains, so right here they would have talked about, they're obviously showing it, right? But they don't have to move the mouse. Like I'm not moving the mouse at all right now. So that's pretty cool to do a Google Earth tour, especially if you're in the primary grade levels. All kinds of things you can do. There's a whole bunch of examples here, and there's a teaching channel video on how other people are using Google Documents to foster collaboration, etc. So look, be creative. Feel free to ask me anytime. There's the voiceover. I'm gonna skip over that. So obviously, even straight from Google Earth, you can do a voiceover there. So that's it. So be creative on this. I do have several examples here I'd like you to take a look at, and it could take some time this week, but that's okay. If you have any questions, let me know. We may do a online session together at some point this week if you have questions. Please feel free to continue to use the Today's Meet site. For online classes, it's todaysmeet.com/edu644 online. For the face-to-face, it's going to be edu644 blended. And please go to those websites in order to cross-collaborate with each other.